The often sensitive and personal nature of family disputes requires a different approach to resolving that takes into account the complicated issues which may arise. The Family Court of Guyana is a specialized court for the hearing of family disputes. The court applies the Family Proceedings and Procedure Rules of 2016, or FPPR, to these disputes.
The Family Court rules describes it as domestic, family and domestic matters. So anything that falls within that bracket comes to the family court, any family matter.
UNICEF Guyana partnered with the local judiciary in establishing the Family Court.
So there are a number of obligations under the Convention of the Rights of Children, and Guyana has been asked to be compliant with one of them in particular, which is the establishment of a family court, which has been done. And the court is to handle family disputes. The other contribution UNICEF has done is ensuring some knowledge has been transmitted to the judges and the judiciary who is operating this court, and in particular learning from experiences abroad and also in the past in Guyana, how to build also a good knowledge and a fast-track system for the cases in the court.
The family court's approach differs from the usual trial-oriented one by providing the public with the specialized assistance and support needed to resolve their family disputes themselves.
In the directions hearing room, the judge addresses the parties and allows them to take their own, the case forward, meaning that they have their discussion, they express their views, they channel their discussions, and with the intention of settlement.
Whenever possible, the court offers alternative ways to resolving a dispute, such as counseling and mediation. Through its participatory approach, the family court encourages parties in a family court case to resolve their issues themselves.
The decision by the parties, it is put into the form of an order of court, and it must be adhered to by both parties. Failing that, if they fail to adhere to it, it goes the natural procedure of being in contempt of the court, of course with sanctions. It becomes a criminal offense.
As the focus is on finding solutions in the court's hearing rooms, the judge sits at the same level as the parties who may or may not be represented by attorneys at law.
The judge is regarded as the mediator and not the judge who makes the decision as such. And so the judge's function is to guide the parties into discussion, to have them present their side of the story, as it were, and to be able to talk them through what they are attempting to decide.
By shaping their own outcomes, parties are often satisfied, and the atmosphere during the dispute resolution process is usually less confrontational.
At the end of the day, the parties leave here knowing that they were in charge of their affairs, their lives, in that they were able to make their own decisions, they were able to do what they wanted to do. They are empowered. The parties are empowered, they feel empowered that here, this is about our issue and this is how we would like to see it resolved.
During the progress of a case, the judge may also refer parties to mediation or social services, both services that work in partnership with the court.
And the Child Protection Agency works very closely with the court. We have been assigned a permanent child protection officer who is resident here. He sits during some of the hearing, and there are times when in the midst of a hearing, the judge realizes that you need the expertise of a child protection officer to observe and to maybe give some guidance.
If parties are unable to settle, the matter is taken into the courtroom for trial, where the judge takes the usual position as a sitting judge. Though persons may still conduct their own trials, The parties are now advised to seek legal representation as the matter becomes a court case, and the judge will deliver a decision based on the law and the evidence presented to the court. A special feature of the family court is its children's waiting room that is well equipped with reading material, toys, and activities for small children. Well-trained court officers supervise these children whose parents would be engaged in legal proceedings or have business with the mediation or social services unit. The main building of the family court is located in the compound of the High Court on Avenue of the Republic in Georgetown. However, judges assigned to the Berbice and Essequibo jurisdictions of the High Court will also hear family cases at the New Amsterdam and Surrey High Courts respectively.
There are two ways specifically in which someone can access the family court. You can do so by going and retaining an attorney at law, having that person file the necessary pleadings, or there's also a medium by which you can go what we call a walk-in applicant, where they can go to our registry, our family court registry, where we have officers in the registry who will interview the parties and prepare the documents.
These staff members will make persons feel welcome and provide them with the information needed to access the family court. Feel free to visit and find out more about the Family Court of Guyana.